Greetings, Dr. Colbert. This video describes one of the positivist theories of deviance. My name is Katya Fuentes Ayala, and I'm going to talk about the social learning theory. The social learning theory of deviance, according to the book, originated in 1939. It is the brainchild of Edwin Sutherland, an American sociologist who is considered one of the most influential criminologists of the 20th century. He proposed that differential association could be the cause of deviance. How? He learned that the deviant behavior is acquired through one's interaction with others. In this sense, the heart of the theory is if an individual associates with people who hold deviant or criminal ideas more than with people who embrace conventional ideas, the individual is likely to become deviant. To elaborate more, the first thing to notice is that although deviants typically hold deviant ideas, the people who hold deviant ideas do not have to be deviant. They can be anybody, even those who have not committed any deviance. So, what counts is the idea of committing deviance. The second thing is that the theory does not refer to only one type of association, that is, deviant association or exposure to deviant ideas. Hence, the theory refers to both deviant and conventional contexts, or more precisely, to the excess of deviant over conventional contexts. If this were the case, then the individual is likely to become deviant. The second sociologist, Daniel Glaser, stated in 1956 that Sutherland's theory conveys a mechanistic image of deviance. Such image shows that individual as being mechanically pushed into deviant involvement by an association with deviance. It ignores the individual's role-taking and choice-making ability. Glaser then tries to correct this mechanism image by suggesting that the experience of association with deviance is harmless unless the individual identifies with them. Finally, the last sociologists, Robert Burgess and Ronald Akers, proposed in 1966 the differential reinforcement. According to them, Sutherland suggested, in very broad terms, that people with differential association must go through a learning process before they become deviants. However, he failed to elaborate in what the learning process entails. Thus, they offer the idea of differential reinforcement. Generally, it says that people are motivated to continue behaving in a certain way if they have been rewarded for doing so, or to discontinue behaving if they have been punished for it. Or, when applied to deviant behavior, reinforcement theory says that people will continue to engage in deviant behaviors activity after being rewarded. With all this in mind, evaluating social learning theory has been proven difficult to determine precisely what differential association is in real-life situations, especially because people cannot identify the person whom they have learned deviant and anti-deviant ideas. Nonetheless, many sociologists have claimed that their research data appear to support Sutherland's theory. Even so, those sociologists have not found any empirical support for Sutherland's theory, but only for their own interpretation of the theory. Regarding Glaser's differential identification theory, it does have support for empirical data by conducting studies to high school boys. The problem is that it is quite possible that youngsters might identify with delinquent friends only after, not before, having become the delinquent themselves. Finally, the Burgess-Akers differential reinforcement theory cannot explain why a person initially commits a deviant act, Although the theory is useful for explaining repeated deviance, namely why some people continue to get involved in deviance after committing a deviant act for the first time. In conclusion, these theories have a lot of controversy. Nonetheless, sociologists use it to try to explain how the social learning influences deviant behaviors. Thank you very much for watching this video. Best regards, Katya Fuentes, Ayala.